Have you ever wondered how some people manage to remain calm in any situation, while others panic? The secret may lie in an ancient philosophy, but it is still extremely relevant today. A few years ago, I found myself stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Stress took over, and I started to feel that familiar knot in my stomach. It was then that I remembered a piece of advice from Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers. Haste does not bring clarity. I took a deep breath, focused on what I could control, and managed to remain calm until I reached my destination. This small moment changed my perspective on facing daily challenges. Stay until the end of this video and discover 5 Stoic tricks that can transform your life, helping you stay calm in any situation. Trick 1. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the fundamental pillars of Stoicism. For Stoics, the ability to control our impulses and desires is essential to achieving true freedom. But how exactly can we cultivate this quality? Definition of self-discipline in Stoicism. In Stoicism, self-discipline is seen as the ability to govern oneself, remaining firm in the face of adversity and resisting temptations that divert one from the path of virtue. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic masters, said that no person is free if he is not his own master. This means that true freedom lies in mastering our own desires and emotions. Practical techniques for developing self-discipline. Set clear and achievable goals. Set daily, weekly, and monthly goals that challenge your abilities but are realistic. This helps you stay focused and motivated. Consistent routines. Create a daily routine that includes moments of reflection, meditation, and physical activity. Consistency is key to developing discipline. Self-control in eating and sleeping. Control your eating and sleeping habits. A balanced diet and adequate sleep are essential to keep your mind clear and your body healthy. Practice voluntary resignation. From time to time, give up something you like, be it a food or a habit, to strengthen your capacity for self-control. Meditation and reflection. Take time to reflect on your actions and thoughts. Stoic meditation helps you stay focused on what's truly important. Self-discipline doesn't develop overnight, but with constant practice, you'll see a significant improvement in how you deal with challenges and temptations. Now that we understand the importance of self-discipline and how to cultivate it, let's explore the second Stoic trick. Focus on what you can control. Trick 2. Focus on what you can control. One of the most powerful lessons of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can and cannot control. This practice not only helps reduce stress, but also increases our effectiveness and serenity. Separation between what we can and cannot control. Epictetus taught that we should only focus on the things that are under our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Everything that is outside this circle, such as the opinions of others, external events, and even the results of our efforts, must be accepted with serenity. Practical application in everyday life. List his concerns. Make a list of everything that is worrying you. Then, categorize each item as within my control or outside my control. Focus on solutions for the items you can control. Practice acceptance. For the things you can't control, practice acceptance. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do it with a sincere heart. Mindfulness. Use mindfulness practices to bring your attention back to the present moment, focusing on what you can do now rather than worrying about the future or the past. Reevaluate expectations. Stress often comes from unrealistic expectations. Reevaluate your expectations and adjust them as necessary to better reflect what is within your control. Learn from experiences. Every situation is a learning opportunity. Reflect on what you can do differently next time within your control. Once you've mastered the art of focusing on what you can control, let's dive into the third Stoic trick: meditating on death. Trick 3. Meditate on death. The practice of memento mori, or remembering death, is one of Stoicism's most powerful tools for cultivating calm and perspective in the face of life's adversities. The practice of memento mori. In Stoicism, meditation on death is not a morbid exercise, but rather a way of remembering the fragility of life and the impermanence of all things. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not turn away from the present by thinking about what the future might bring or worrying about what might happen, but instead focus your mind on the here and now." How this meditation helps you stay calm, valuing life. By confronting the reality of death, we value each moment of life more. This helps us not to sweat the small stuff and focus on what really matters. Fear reduction. The fear of death and the unknown loses its power over us when we confront this reality head-on. This allows us to live with more courage and authenticity. Expanded perspective. By remembering that our existence is limited, we gain a broader perspective on our problems and challenges. Often, what seemed insurmountable becomes trivial in the face of the immensity of time. Acceptance of impermanence. Accepting death as a natural part of life helps us also accept the impermanence of all things. This frees us from the desire to control and allows us to flow more easily with life's changes. Appreciation of the present moment. By remembering that death can come at any moment, we learn to more fully appreciate the present moment and to live with gratitude and intensity. Meditating on death may seem dark at first, but it is actually a liberating practice that helps us live more authentically and calmly. Now that we've explored meditation on death, let's move on to the fourth Stoic trick: cultivating gratitude. Trick 4. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fundamental virtues of Stoicism, as it helps us stay calm and find contentment even in difficult times. The importance of gratitude. The Stoics believed that gratitude was essential to a happy and meaningful life. Seneca wrote, "Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but also the mother of all other virtues." By cultivating gratitude, we recognize the blessings we have in our lives, even in the midst of difficulties. How gratitude helps us stay calm. Focus on the positive. By practicing gratitude, we direct our attention to the good things in our lives, rather than focusing only on challenges and adversity. This helps us maintain a more balanced and positive outlook. Anxiety reduction. Gratitude helps us reduce anxiety and stress by reminding us of the things we are blessed with and helping us find comfort even in the most difficult situations. Cultivating resilience. Recognizing and appreciating the blessings in our lives makes us more resilient in the face of adversity. This helps us face challenges with more calm and determination. Strengthening relationships. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens our relationships and creates deeper bonds of trust and support. This creates a positive cycle of kindness and generosity that benefits everyone. Increased satisfaction. Gratitude helps us find contentment and satisfaction in the little things in life rather than constantly reaching for more. This makes us happier and more fulfilled. Practicing gratitude daily, whether through gratitude journaling, reflection, or verbal expression, can transform our perspective and help us find peace and contentment, no matter our circumstances. Now that we've explored the importance of gratitude, let's move on to the fifth Stoic trick: acceptance of what we can't control. Trick 5. Acceptance of what we cannot control. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is recognizing and accepting that which is beyond our control. This helps us to remain calm and find serenity, even in the face of the most challenging circumstances. The importance of acceptance. The Stoics taught that we often suffer more from resisting the things we cannot change than from the circumstances themselves. Epictetus said, "The first task of philosophy is not to be impressed by what presents itself to us. By accepting what we cannot control, we free up our energy and attention to focus on what is within our reach." How acceptance helps us stay calm. Stress release. By accepting that we cannot control everything, we free ourselves from the stress and anxiety caused by trying to control the uncontrollable. This allows us to live with more lightness and inner peace. Focus on the present. Accepting what we can't control helps us direct our attention to the present rather than worrying about the past or the future. This allows us to live more fully and enjoy the present moment. Detachment from the result. By accepting that we cannot control the results of our actions, we free ourselves from the need for success or external approval. This allows us to act with more authenticity and integrity, regardless of the outcome. Developing resilience. Accepting adversity as a natural part of life makes us more resilient in the face of challenges. This helps us face difficulties with calm and determination, knowing that we are capable of overcoming them. Cultivation of serenity. By accepting things as they are, we cultivate a deep inner serenity that is not shaken by external circumstances. This allows us to live with more balance and harmony, even in the midst of chaos. Practicing acceptance of what we cannot control is one of the keys to a calmer, more balanced and meaningful life, according to the principles of Stoicism. Now that we've explored the importance of accepting what we can't control, let's move on to the sixth Stoic trick. Focus on what we can control. Trick 6. Focus on what we can control. Stoicism teaches that we should direct our attention and energy to that which is within our direct control, rather than worrying about that which is beyond our capabilities. This helps us to remain calm and act effectively in the face of life's circumstances. The importance of focus. The Stoics believed that the only true power we have is over our own minds and actions. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to stop worrying about things that are beyond the power of the will." By focusing on what we can control, we become more effective and empowered to deal with life's challenges. How focus helps us stay calm. Clarity of priorities. By focusing on what we can control, we identify our priorities and direct our efforts to what really matters. This helps us avoid distractions and stay focused on what's essential. Effective action. By focusing our energy on what we can control, we are able to act more effectively and productively. This helps us achieve our goals and overcome challenges more easily. Resilience in the face of adversity. Focusing on what we can control makes us more resilient in the face of adversity. As we focus on finding solutions and overcoming obstacles, rather than worrying about what we cannot change. Development of self-mastery. By mastering our thoughts and actions, we cultivate self-mastery and personal discipline. This helps us deal with temptations and impulses more effectively, promoting a greater sense of calm and inner balance. Acceptance of uncertainty. Focusing on what we can control helps us accept the uncertainty and ambiguity of life. This allows us to live with more confidence and peace of mind, knowing that we are capable of dealing with any challenge that arises. By directing our attention and energy toward that which is under our direct control, we can find a greater sense of calm, purpose, and fulfillment in our lives, in accordance with the teachings of Stoicism. Now that we've explored the importance of focusing on what we can control, let's move on to the seventh Stoic trick: practicing temperance. Trick 7. Practice temperance. Temperance, or moderation, is a fundamental virtue of Stoicism that teaches us to control our desires and impulses, seeking balance in all areas of life. The importance of temperance. The Stoics believed that excess in any aspect of life could lead to imbalance and suffering. Therefore, practicing temperance was essential to achieve inner peace and tranquility. Seneca wrote, "He who is not moderate in his desires becomes their slave." By cultivating temperance, we learn to live in a balanced and conscious way. How temperance helps us stay calm. Emotional balance. Temperance helps us maintain an emotional balance, avoiding the extreme ups and downs that can disturb our inner peace. This allows us to deal with emotions in a more calm and rational way. Desire control. By practicing temperance, we learn to control our desires and impulses, avoiding excess and indulgence. This helps us make more informed decisions and avoid future regrets. Physical and mental well-being. Moderation in habits such as eating, sleeping, and exercise contributes to our physical and mental well-being. This helps us maintain good health and face life's challenges with more vitality and energy. Resistance to temptations. By practicing temperance, we develop greater resistance to temptations and vices that can harm us. This helps us stay focused on our goals and resist negative influences around us. Cultivating self-discipline. Temperance helps us cultivate self-discipline and self-control, strengthening our willpower and our ability to resist temptation. This allows us to act in accordance with our values and principles, even when we face adversity. Practicing temperance daily, seeking balance in all areas of life, helps us find a greater sense of calm, contentment, and fulfillment in accordance with the teachings of Stoicism. Now that we've explored the importance of practicing temperance, let's move on to the eighth Stoic trick: living in the present moment. Trick 8. Live in the present moment. Living in the present moment is a fundamental practice of Stoicism, which teaches us to focus our attention and energy on the here and now, rather than worrying about the past or the future. The importance of living in the present. The Stoics believed that the only reality we have is the present moment, and that wasting our energy on worries about the past or future only prevents us from living fully. Marco Aurelio wrote, "Wasting time thinking about what happened or what might happen takes all the emotion out of what is happening now." By living in the present moment, we can experience a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. How living in the present helps us stay calm. Mindfulness and full attention. Living in the present helps us practice full attention and mindfulness, becoming more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment. This helps us deal with stress and anxiety more effectively. Appreciation of the moment. By living in the present, we learn to appreciate every moment of life, recognizing the beauty and gratitude in the little things around us. It helps us find joy and contentment in even the simplest of circumstances. Acceptance of what is. Living in the present helps us accept things as they are, rather than worrying about what could have been or what could be. This helps us find serenity and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Reduction of mental rumination. By living in the present moment, we reduce the tendency to worry about the past or future, avoiding mental rumination and unnecessary suffering. This helps us maintain a clearer and calmer mind. Conscious action. Living in the present helps us act more consciously and deliberately, rather than getting carried away by distraction or worry. This allows us to make better and more effective decisions in our lives. By practicing living in the present moment, we cultivate a greater sense of calm, presence, and fullness in our lives, in accordance with the teachings of Stoicism. Now that we've explored the importance of living in the present moment, let's move on to the ninth Stoic trick: learning resilience. Trick 9. Learn resilience. Resilience is a crucial skill taught by Stoicism, which enables us to face challenges and adversity with courage, determination, and flexibility. The importance of resilience. The Stoics believed that life was full of challenges, and that the key to happiness and success was learning to adapt and overcome difficulties with resilience. Seneca wrote, "Adversity is the training of virtue." By developing resilience, we can transform adversities into opportunities for growth and learning. How learning resilience helps us stay calm. Acceptance of changes. Learning resilience helps us accept life's inevitable changes rather than resisting them. This allows us to more easily adapt to new circumstances and find creative solutions to the challenges we face. Focus on solutions. Resilience helps us stay focused on solutions rather than fixating on problems. This allows us to find ways to overcome obstacles and move forward, even in the face of adversity. Cultivating determination. Learning resilience helps us cultivate determination and perseverance, strengthening our will to face challenges with courage and confidence. This allows us to persist even in the face of difficulties and achieve our long-term goals. Developing self-confidence. Resilience helps us develop greater self-confidence and self-esteem, as it shows us that we are capable of overcoming adversity and growing from it. This allows us to face future challenges with more confidence and serenity. Cultivating gratitude and resilience. Learning resilience helps us cultivate gratitude for life's experiences, even those that are difficult or painful. This allows us to find meaning and purpose in adversity and makes us more resilient in the face of difficulties. By learning resilience, we develop a greater ability to face life's challenges with courage, determination, and flexibility, finding a greater sense of calm and inner peace, in accordance with the teachings of Stoicism. Now that we've explored the importance of learning resilience, let's move on to the 10th Stoic trick: cultivating compassion. Trick 10. Cultivate compassion. Compassion is an essential quality of Stoicism that teaches us to cultivate empathy, kindness, and care for others, even in the midst of life's challenges and adversities. The importance of compassion. The Stoics believed that compassion was fundamental to living a full and meaningful life, as it connects us with other human beings and helps us overcome selfishness and indifference. Epictetus wrote, "What do you want men to say about you when you die? It doesn't matter, but what about this? Will they say that you were a compassionate and merciful person?" By cultivating compassion, we can create a kinder, more supportive world. How cultivating compassion helps us stay calm. Development of empathy. Cultivating compassion helps us develop empathy for others, putting ourselves in their shoes and understanding their experiences and feelings. This helps us respond to others with understanding and kindness, even in difficult situations. Practicing kindness. Compassion inspires us to practice kindness and altruism, seeking ways to help and support others on their journeys. This allows us to create meaningful bonds with others and contribute to collective well-being. Cultivating tolerance. Cultivating compassion helps us cultivate tolerance and acceptance of differences between people, recognizing our shared humanity and interconnectedness. This allows us to overcome prejudices and divisions and promote harmony and peace. Reducing suffering. Compassion helps us reduce the suffering of others by offering emotional support, comfort, and practical help whenever possible. This allows us to be a beacon of hope and comfort to those going through difficult times. Cultivating gratitude and generosity. Cultivating compassion helps us cultivate gratitude for life's gifts and generosity in sharing those gifts with others. It allows us to find meaning and purpose in serving others and makes us happier and more fulfilled. By cultivating compassion in our lives, we can create a more loving, kind, and compassionate world, finding a greater sense of calm, peace, and connection with others, in line with the teachings of Stoicism. In this journey through Stoic tricks for remaining calm in any situation, we explore a variety of concepts and practices that can help us cultivate greater serenity and inner balance. From learning to accept circumstances we cannot control to cultivating gratitude and patience, Stoic principles offer a valuable guide for facing life's ups and downs with calm and equanimity. Always remember that true calm does not come from avoiding life's challenges, but rather from learning to face them with courage, wisdom, and compassion. May Stoic teachings inspire us to find peace and contentment in each moment, regardless of the circumstances we face. Thank you for following this Stoic journey. To the next.